What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody. And I'm here today, interview a special guest, great friend of mine. You know, I call him OG. And I'm here to just interview the good brother today about his upcoming event. You know, Black Intelligentsia. So I got my brother Israel Doctrine in the building, of course. And he's definitely gonna give y'all some insight on his upcoming event, what it's about, you know, how did he come up with this, and just to give y'all his perspective, because I feel like, you know, this is a good brother, and I feel like a lot of people don't give my good brother a fair shot. So I definitely support this brother. I'm gonna always support him, and I feel like y'all need to get in tune with him. So what's up, brother ID? What's up, OG?
Not much. You know me, I try. I try to do what I can, man, when I can, how I can, my way. Sometimes other people way, but I try it what I do.
No doubt, man. So your upcoming debate is July 30th, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a debate. It was supposed to be between me and LaRon G. Conscious, and we was going to debate New Covenant eschatology. But after a couple live streams and things, it seemed like it wasn't really worth it. He wasn't putting forth the effort to market and promote it. And the straw that broke the camel back was people was talking about the ticket prices. So as I told people, it's market value. You know, when you're in business, you do business. You keep it at market value. You either go a little bit over, a little bit under, depending on how you want to, you know, make out with the finances of things. So since people was complaining and stuff, I even went and made it free, and still was gonna do the debate. But you know, him and his crew was still, you know, talking bad about the situation, and you know, people love to say, well, I'm not competing with Sarnetta and things of this nature, and they try to make it like, you know, this is not a competitive field that we in, you know, for us trying to get viewers, trying to get the hottest story, trying to most definitely wake up the most people and things of that nature, which is should be all for the whole, but still, I mean, you want employee of the month, at least 1 month, get your face on the wall. So you want to outdo people at some point. Is it wrong to want to be the best, whatever it is you do? Whether if you dig in a shit ditch, mopping the floor, baking stuff in the oven, or painting something, or whatever you do, you should at least want to at least get acknowledged as the best at some point for that month, for that week, or whatever it is. So people act like it's not competitive. Well, people that take that mentality, they always gonna be the ones that's, you know, back there at the real things, you know, just trying to make it. I've never been that type of person. So what I did is I said, well, I can't depend on nobody else. And people trying to sabotage it and stuff and act like I'm money hungry and stuff. And I never asked anybody for money and stuff. What I do, you know, I make it free. So I said, but forget it. I'm going to throw him out of it, and I'm going to do it all by myself. So then I changed the title of it to Black Intelligentsia, and to market and promote that arm of Israel doctrine. And it's called the cyber profiling and stalking of an Israelite male, or of the Israelite male. So to me, the term black, it's a byword that denotes or detail us as a people, since we dark skinned and stuff. This is the color black. It don't even look the same as my skin. So we're not ignorant of that. But since that's the word that's been used for black liberation, black power, black theology, and all of these different things, black revolution and stuff, you know, I concur. Black intelligentsia. Black intelligentsia is a play on what the Russians use as intelligentsia, right? I heard people using it in the community now and stuff. But like I said, in this competitive world, I brought it to them all and introduced it to them, least being the first one to be on record speaking the term itself. But the term itself is basically taking the most intelligent people of your community, of your nation or whatever, and they sitting down coming up with plans and ideas to fix social, political, and economic national problems, right? So we deal with black nationalism. Voila, that's what you want, the most intelligent people to deal with the situation. So that's why I used the term, brought it out, and created, you know, a little movement with it. Though it ain't been pushed that hard. Like before, a couple of debates, the Lord Albert debate, the Sankofa debate, they didn't happen either. It tends to seem that people get scared and chicken out of debates with me when I'm saying I'm gonna pay you or you gonna get what you need or deserve out of it. Just chill, let me run what I need to run, the marketing, promoting, and everything else. You know, it's gonna be all good. What if we don't have nobody there? You're gonna get what you're supposed to get, right? Or you're gonna get what you deserve. So that's what black intelligentsia is. So under that term, we're gonna deal with cyber profiling, because the news media profile young Israelite males, black males, for y'all that don't comprehend Israelite, right, or don't care for it, but it is in the title. They profile them. The people at the school profile them based off of data and stuff, and so on and so forth. So the Israelite male has been profiled online in the cyber world by institutes like Sinetta TV, which is, I probably say, one of the biggest ones. And then you got James White came out last year and beat up on Ricard a little bit, which opened the Israelites up to a broader audience. Not to say that they weren't already aware of them, but most definitely now they're beeping a little bit harder on the sonar, brother. You know, hey, I got something. It's getting closer and closer. So a couple years back, I had a conversation with a Dr. Michael Brown, which is like a big time Jews for Jesus cat. You know, he got a radio show called In the Line of Fire and stuff. And he brought me on there thinking I was a Hebrew Israelite. I assured him I won one that goes under that title, but I am an Israelite. I believe in the same views for Deuteronomy 28 and other curses and prophecies that say we would be scattered throughout the, you know, the diaspora and stuff. So he was on it. James White became one that was following and deal with it. Vocab Malone, that's a name that most people is hearing even more because he's taking it further and stuff. And he had a couple debates with some well-known Hebrew Israelites that's known off of Sinetta TV, Joel Benjamin. And like I said, other channels that allow Hebrew Israelites to come on there. Most definitely One West Hebrew Israelites, which is a certain sect or, you know, body politics in itself. So they are being used as the poster boys for the rest of the nation of Israel. Now you can say Hebrew Israelites if you want to. I don't really care for the term. I don't argue it that much no more, but I believe everybody in the world that ever heard me know I don't care for that term. Why I don't care for that term? Because it's a domestic terrorist term, right? That if you say you're a Hebrew Israelite, it puts you on a watch list. Your least gonna come up. You're gonna get filed away, right? And as you do different things, most definitely over this internet, they following you, they stalking you, they're watching your every move from Facebook, YouTube, what you chat in the chat rooms, what you do this. And so if you make a big enough noise, then The bigger the noise, the more they come, and the more they want to document things. So these poster boards is being used though for propaganda against the whole nation. You know, to hate the African, as you hear Tazariot. I ain't got no hate for no African, right? The white man's the devil. He's Esau. Well, he's Esau ain't even true. He's just a Gentile of the Japhetic lineage, but that's a whole doctrinal thing. Because they say Esau is the end of the world. So it's like, the hell with that. I don't believe that. Same way I don't believe we Hebrew Israelites. I believe Israelites of the nation of Israel. Right? So terminology and doctrine, I don't agree with them. I have no affiliations with them. But when people hear me talking stuff, they try to affiliate me. So when I first went to the Sarnetta TV platform, they were saying he ain't an Israelite, he a Christian. Right? Now people's learning that the first Christian was Israelites based up on the literary text, Acts 11, right? Those that follow Christ, who he went to first before he went to anybody, get the lost sheep of Israel, put them up on game. You know, his crew, he put them up. So it's the 11, because Judah killed himself after betraying them. But anyway, those and others that, you know, came into the body was all Israelites at first. And they was the first to be called Christians based up on the Bible, right? The literature in the Bible. So Hebrew Israelites got a problem with that, though, when they can't even find the term Hebrew Israelite in the Bible. They can find Christian in there, but they'll tell you, no, we ain't going to deal with that. Somebody put that in there, so on and so forth. But they adding the term to the book that's not even in the book where you can find that. So they saying here Christian and stuff to try to profile me in a negative manner, because they say a Christian is one, go to church on Sunday, don't keep the commandments, deal with Christmas trees and Easter bunnies, laying eggs, and, you know, Mother Mary, whatever they do in the Catholic Church about her, and all of that stuff. So you got people trying to profile people in the religious, spiritual aspect, not just, you know, if you wear a hoodie, you're a gangster. You might be trying to rob a store or something and shoot him because, you know, he might be a violent person. If he wearing red, he a blood. If he wearing blue, he a crip. If he mess around and bang his hat to the right and bang it, you know, it's all kind of profiles out there for the gangster, the thug, the streets, the street slum. That's the way they try to portray most. You know, you got the Chief Keef babies, the ones that's wearing the dress and stuff now and everything, the locks and everything. So these are things we got to address if we want to make sure that people will live to see another day. Because cyber stalking, cyber bullying, and all these things could lead to one taking a life, or lead to one being so upset when they get off the internet that they do something. It has real world implications. That's all I say about that. So that's what I want to do. I want to show people the real world implications of what goes on in the cyber world, right? Last year we seen Seti, Pharaoh, Sarnetta, Umar, Seti, Polite, Sarnetta, me, Whoop. We seen all that last year. And people don't even understand how it came about, why it came about, and how it's still affecting us today. So we're going to address some of that stuff. We just going to address what's going on the internet. So, you know, people come out, listen. We got Mikael Ben Israel. He's going to be dealing with unapologetically Israel, addressing LeBron G consciousness and the Shield Squad and different people, you know, with the apologetic stuff, right? Because they have become internet stalkers. When I say stalkers, it's individuals that to a degree understood that Sarnetta them made damn near $1 million with the Kemen on trial, going against the Hebrew Israelites in that Hebrew Israelite movement, because though Christians might not look at the Hebrew Israelites like that, they know they deal with the Bible. And though all Hebrew Israelites might not agree with the One West camp, they're one of us. So all these people came together to do group economics and get their money to Polite and Sarnetta. And it's been argued that they made damn near $1 million. So people understand that if you want views, if you want to get finances and stuff like that, just holler Hebrew Israelite. There's a lot of people that hate them, things of that nature. They got an easy doctrine to beat up and jump on, though they hold it hard and to the death. Most of it's easily to stomp out and make them look real stupid and ignorant with some of the things they say, because it's not even biblical. They try to use the Bible to justify, but it's not justifiable, right? So people hunting them down now. They stalking them. You'll see their names and see Hebrew Israelite like on everything they do. Similar to what I showed the world when you say Polite all the time and Sarnetta and whatever it is. If you keep doing it, pretty soon people will get annoyed with it, but it becomes a staple in their brain. You know, just like raindrops. When you got them on interrogation and doing stuff, just put their head under the water bucket and just let that water keep hitting them. And they're going to move their head and they're going to get tired, but eventually it's going to play on their brain and then you crack it, right? So that's what they trying to do. You got people like one guy named G-Man. All he do is, when he get an opportunity, put Hebrew Israelite, G-Man versus the Hebrew Israelites. And this is episode 2000. You know what I'm saying? So it brings a certain type of inquiry. Want to know. Let me hear what they say. I don't believe they believe that. I don't believe they would say that. And so this is how people making YouTube AdSense money and physical money with the debates. That's why you're trying to get a Polite Cesariot 2 or Kemet on Trial 2, so on and so forth. So it's a cause for a lot of people that say they Israel or Hebrew Israelite to get stalked. They got rooms that people stick you in on Facebook where they just in there fighting Kemetics against Israelites, and it's just keeping the argument and the fight going to make a name or make some money off of it, you know, gain in some shape, form, or fashion. What it is, people look to gain from these type of tactics, I really can't say, but it's for sure that they doing so.
Right. No, I understand that, and you made a lot of good points. And so based on what you was just saying, do you think that cyber stalking Israelite men is a market? Do you think that there's a market for, you know, degrading the Hebrew Israelite men?
My bad, repeat that.
No, I was saying, based on what you were saying, you know, being at the Kemet on Trial debate, you know, you were saying that people were saying people they damn near made $1 million. And you see it's like a trend for people to go around and make it and try to make Israelites look bad. So what I was saying was, do you think that that's a market now that has been created, you know, by Sarnetta and them to constantly, you know, push that narrative to make money from it? Is that a market now?
It's more than just Sarnetta. It is an industrial complex. It's the Homeland Security, you know, military complex thing. If you have the black male in any shape, form, or fashion, or Israelite male in any shape, form, or fashion, looking as if he's a danger to our society or a menace to our society, then you could go get some money and say, we have to defend, protect against that. So then you got police that become stalked online, and they work for the department or whatever, and they just watch you online, your antics and stuff, so they can make history report on you. You know what I'm saying? At least get enough information so if they have to go pull your YouTube channel information or whatever, they'll do that. but they start watching you, right? So now when you got brothers running around in they so-called priestly garments, spikes and stuff, then you have people becoming alert in different cities and towns and stuff. But you just had Gorilla Hebrew, he just got snatched up off the street, him and his crew, Sakari, you know what I'm saying, out there in San Diego. They didn't beat nobody down. Themselves, the one that was in the road, but who's to say the guy that beat the individual down that they eventually got arrested for wasn't a part of their crew? Because all you got to do is get a hit squad now. Y'all stand over there, y'all my knockout squad, and we're going to stand over here. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all job, we're going to do this job, right? So this is what they doing. You know, I debated a guy a couple years back on South Showtime show called Rob Rack. Now, this is a guy that was out in Oakland or San Francisco or whatever, and he ran up on some guys like he had a joint in his, he had a pistol in his backpack. He was out there provoking them, spit at them, talked to him, some guys from GMS, and he acted like he had a ratchet on him. They rushed him and stuff. He ran off. But I didn't know nothing about this guy. I agreed to debate somebody like I normally do. I don't normally gonna get to debate people because they know about me and they run. So I get on there and he's, you know, as I do when I go places like even this, I ain't got the link to it, but I'm trying to look it up so I can get a link to it. I should be able to go on my list because I'm subscribed to you. I let people know I got it. I let people know where I'm at and they come over and watch. So when I tell people I was over there, I know people was watching, you know, and he had some bad antics, you know, Merry Christmas. And I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? So I asked for style to be a little bit more, you know, authoritative with his moderation of this guy. Like he's wilding and it's not healthy, you know, because people that don't know what an Israelite or a Hebrew Israelite should be, since they trying to run with it, when they listen to this, they hear me coming from this perspective, but they hear that perspective. And so that's a bad look on the community of people in general, even your platform, that people that don't know about this, because they're not in this YouTube world like most of us are, that they would take this as offensive and stuff. And I didn't want to hear it. So that was a big thing with that. But this guy literally, like I said, had real world complications. This guy literally, with the mentality that he have online, has the same mentality in the real world, that he just want to talk crazy, act crazy towards those that believe in the Bible and believe in it in a certain way. So I don't know. It's just something we got to talk about. I got some detailed stuff that I'm not going to bring out here. You know, it's a free event. You'll be able to see it online. I'm going to do my best to live stream it. I got somebody coming that should be able to do it. Like I said, we just going to talk about it. It's a lot of detailed things that need to be talked about, looked at, and everything. And we're going to have Q&A, and we just going to deal with this. But it is a market for, you know, stalking and harassing and things of that nature for those that do it towards Israelite males. I mean, Michael Elwin made a living off of, look where he at now. He's over there with Sarnetta and kissing his tail, and he's getting a little, you know, fame and everything for doing that, though he lost his debate with me. But he done made a whole life for himself being a stalker, particularly of me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows him for stalking me. They can sit up and laugh and watch some of the stuff he did, but that is, once again, that cyber bullying, stalking, and everything else. If I wasn't a strong individual, maybe he would have broke me. And then with other people chiming in from time to time, not just him, but Abasim came through. And there's been a lot of people, even Sarnetta, he wanted to bully me. I bullied him though. So, like I said, I give credit to the town I come from. I've always had stalkers and people trying to downplay me and oppress me, and I always rise to the top because I don't care. But a lesser person, they end up killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? We see this with young white males and females and some black males and females. You know, they take pictures, they do stuff, and the way they do it, it drives them crazy because you got people constantly coming at you and trying to belittle you and do things to you. Like I said, if you're not used to that and your psyche not strong enough, then that's a victim of cyber terrorism. So it's a serious issue and it needs to be addressed. So I'm dedicating this to it. Like I said, I made it free so everybody, so it can at least be, I want it to still to be a great event, and I want everybody to participate since that's what everybody crying about. I will participate, but it costs too much. So now everybody needs to go tell a friend and this and that. Let's watch this guy and see if he the real deal, or is he gonna fumble the ball, or he gonna miss the last shot. Whatever sports analogy, whatever real world analogy or whatever, am I gonna be able to come through with my event? Will I be able to soundly and reasonably present my presentation and things of that nature? So tell a friend to tell a friend. It's July the 30th. Those in Chicago, Illinois, just go to Eventbrite and type in Black Intelligentsia, the title, you know, cyber profiling and stalking of an Israelite male, or type in Israel Doctrine. When you find an event, if you're in Chicago, just RSVP. It's 100 seats. You know, it's gonna be, I got people from New Era, Chicago trying to show up. I got some people from TV networks and stuff trying to show up. You know, they not super big, but at least, you know, it's a little networking and stuff. So I got just regular people, got family, I guess, they gonna show up and show some love. People from the different classes I didn't, you know, attended while I was up there and stuff. So, you know, we're gonna have some little finger food and stuff, drinks. You can hit the bar downstairs. It's downtown Chicago. After we let out, or you want to leave a little ahead of time, you can go to Millennium Park. You could go, you know, make a vacation out of it. It's free. It's not free parking, but $25 if you go down there. All you got to do is mention the Israel Doctrine lecture or event. $25. So if nothing else, you know what I'm saying, come downtown, hit the event, like I said, for an hour or two, and bounce. Because probably what's going to happen, you're going to have some validation that you was at the event. So we're going to have a little, you know, booth to let people in and take the RSV ticket. So you got $25 to come downtown now. Spend some time with me. You can do what you want with the rest of the time. So, you know, don't get yourself messed over though playing like that, but come on down and, you know, enjoy the day with people. You never know who's gonna be there, what you might hear and see, or what the event might turn out to be. It might turn out to be a or it might turn out to be a yay, you know. Hey, life is what you make it. And I'm gonna make it, nigga.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, I definitely, you know, I'm hopeful that you have a big turnout, man, because what you're talking about is important. You know, a lot of times you hear a lot of the pro black rhetoric, but they don't speak from the perspective that you speaking from, you know. So I feel like that's very important, and it's very relevant for now. You know, nobody really talks about the things that's going on in the cyber world, because really what's going on the internet is really what's really controlling the world, you know.
Well, this is like Star Trek. This going where no man has ever gone before. The
Right.
bowl and be. This is like territory that we just now entering into in this century, in this millennium, in this time. So yeah, it's new boundaries and stuff. I remember when I first got on Facebook, I had an activist group, Israel Doctrine, the strong must bear the weak. You know, I tried to work it, but people weren't even, whatever. But in there, I said, faith or folly. Which one are you showing on Facebook? It's the same thing. Hebrew Israelites are just Bible Christians and, those type of comedics and stuff. It's always been trying to brew up and do stuff. So I was like, look, find people that's of your congregation, find people that's of your background or whatever, like minds and stuff, and talk that type of stuff with. Certain conversations you shouldn't have over Facebook, over the internet with certain people. It's just not good. It's not healthy. If you want to just talk about who won the ball game, you want to talk about power, you want to talk about, Game of Thrones, that's one thing. But to talk politics, religion, and everything else, give me 1 second. Hello? I don't know who that was. Anyway, so, I wrote that article. I used Bible scriptures and stuff, and I put it out there. I talked about the time frame that you spend on the internet. A lot of people don't know most of your life is spent on the internet, right? I had a flip phone before this one. I got this one where I can get online and do different stuff with, and I've been more active online since I got it. I'm running around live streaming and talking, and if a hangout happened now, I can hit it when I'm in the street. But the internet is attached to me now. Before I had to stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? Before I had to stay in the house to be attached to the internet. Now I can walk outside and I got the internet with me. So people don't realize how much of their daily lives is spent on this internet. And what you come in and what you deal with builds an algorithm, builds a profile of you naturally. And people watch who you talk to, what you talk about, how you talk about it. All these things, they think they know you based up on your actions over the cyber cables and stuff, over these cables and stuff. So we have to be aware of that in this day and time, because you can lose your job for what you say and do over the internet. It could be against company policy and regulations. If they ain't got it in there yet, best believe the laws is coming. Because if you work at a certain place and you're on the internet and people can see you and hear you, and somebody see you and hear you, and then they come to even McDonald's and they ordering you, can I help you? But you're an internet star working at McDonald's. Hey, it's a problem now. They know that you feel this way and you believe this and you believe that. And so now they might want to confront you at your job. The only thing we have so far to even have a precedent set on that is Irritated Genie, where he was out here doing this African-centered conversation, talking about straight black pride or whatever he was into, exactly the moment that the Homeland Security Department, whatever department within that department he worked for, started asking questions, and people started pointing fingers and saying, he's that Irritated Genie guy. You see what I'm saying? So it'll affect you. Well, now he was somewhere working with the government department, so there could be a conflict of interest on both sides, but that's the only thing we got to work with. So will you be able to be on the internet and be an activist, or will you have to just work a 9 to 5? Right? Can you go to rallies now? Will you go downtown, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Charleston, North Carolina, somewhere, Detroit, and the buildings, all the cameras is not looking at the crowd, and due to facial recognition software, they like, That's so-and-so right there protesting. Oh, now we understand why you look at us a certain way. And so you get profiled online, and it has real world. You know the story. You know the rest. So, yes, it's a serious issue we got to deal with. Some of this comes up with Darren Seal. They watched his Facebook page. They stalked him. They stopped him, asked him questions. A little while later, he was murdered, car burnt up in St. Louis. He was an activist. How much did that have to play with his online actions? They said he was at the Donald Trump rally. Well, how do they know that? Because he shot himself at the rally, put it up on his Facebook, told the whole world, and those that didn't like that he did that had an issue with it. So, oh yeah, y'all know me. I don't be just trying to talk about, you know, language, you know, and chronologies, and that ain't my thing. If it ain't to liberate us and deal with situation, which I say it started in the maybe 60s, if you don't start in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s to now, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be talking about.
Well, so do you feel that this would better help our women understand what we faced with too? You know, dealing with, because we're being profiled on and offline. So, you know, it's like they profiling me, whatever I'm doing online, and then when I walk out my house, I'm based on another profile. So, do you think that the information will help our women understand too?
Maybe, maybe not. We under attack. When I say we, I'm talking about those with my skin tone a little lighter than this, with all the same facial recognition and stuff, right? They say AKA look like monkeys or whatever. Light skinned monkey, dark skinned monkey, a monkey is a monkey, though. Whatever. At the end of the day, we under attack. You being profiled, and then there's Trayvon Martin and everyone else. If you're on there smoking, if you're on there with a gun, if you're doing this and that, and the pictures out there, when they kill you or whatever, they're gonna say he was a thug, he was no good. Look at him. They're gonna say you fit the profile. But people don't understand that when you put it on the internet, it's available to everybody, especially the people that know how to play on the internet. So now you just gave them ammunition to say you're guilty. They don't have to prove that you're guilty. You're guilty to proving innocent, not innocent into proving guilty now, because they just gonna go on the internet. Voila, look at him. You can't tell me, listen how Carl say he'll shoot somebody or kill somebody or do this and that and everything else. This guy is a violent guy, an angry black male.
That's big, man. That's important. That's very important. That's very, very important. Because I even noticed, you know, they even program in the children too. Because you know, my sons, they play video games, and all these video games, you got to make a profile. They try to get how you look. You know, you can add little special features, and it's crazy how they doing this thing, man. And you know, I think this is very important. So, you know, y'all should really support this as much as y'all can, man. You know, I'm gonna definitely try my best to support it myself. You know, and
And
that's why I allowed you to come on, OG.
when he say support it, it's just not in money. Though I'm taking donations for this because I made it free, and I'm coming out of my pocket, which is nothing. Like I said, I'll take the loss either way it go. I'm probably gonna take a loss, only by the blessings of God, or the hearts and the minds of the people for the conversation. If I do it and affect enough people and put out enough insightful information, maybe then I get a influx that I never thought about. So see, it's a double-edged sword either way it goes. If I charge you $25, you pay it. You feel like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna give him nothing. I gave him what he asked for. I don't ask for nothing. You think the information was great? You might want to drop a bill on me. So it is what it is. But my thing is, people are always talking about what have you done for me lately? What have you done for the community lately? Right? Last night I brought y'all Poppy. Then I brought you Tariq back to back, dealing with, you know, pedophilia, something that I wanted to start the beginning of the year off and really deal with. A lot of people saying thank you and stuff. Y'all welcome. I mean, but that's what I try to do. I've always tried to change the fabric of our society or our YouTube community. New community order. We need it. So support either way you feel like it.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. You know, because we definitely have to start. See, my thing is we need to start supporting the right people. You know, we could all say, you know, let's support each other because we black and stuff like that. But we need to support the right black people. You know, because all black people not here to help liberate their people. You know, some people are just here for money. You
It's a
know,
it's a
but see,
difference
I could tell,
in
I
looking.
could.
You
That's
can't.
that. But
It's a difference between being black and looking black. That's a big difference. You can look black. See, everybody can have this pigmentation, but that don't mean you black. Because in your mind, you're a bougie white boy, a white girl. You even got the accent and you talk like them and your posture and everything is white. See? But when you just lay back and you're a part of the culture and the environment that you come out of, then that's what they call being black. And black, to a big extent, has to do with being de-oppressed, right? You find Beyonce, they call her the greatest singer in the world and stuff. In the IRE, she do her thing, but she dark skinned. So we want Beyonce because she sell better and market better than in the IRE. She got that old kinky hair and woo whoop and big lips and everything. Beyonce a little, you know, she got a little something else in her, make her nose a little skinnier and this and that, but still got the thickness, whether she bought it or whatever. And she sell better. And let's look at some more. All you got to do, right? Last year was the year of, you know, the mixed black in the sense of the word, because you got a little bit of black in you, right? So you had Kaepernick. Do he really look dark as me or DS1? Right? You had the Jason Williams dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was blowing up. Light skin was back. You know what I'm saying? So even in between that, you know, amongst black, the dark and the light, it's a big play on that. And sometimes when you see these type of things, the light skinned black will oppress the dark skinned black. Though they the same. So everybody look black ain't black. You know, and it's a difference between looking black and being black. Sorry about jumping in there. You know, I like to run my mouth.
nah, it's cool, man. You know, I like the fact that you broke that down because that's very important. You know, and that's why, you know, I was saying that because a lot of times I feel like, I guess what you was just saying was a lot of people, you know, they just like being black. They really not black. And I'm glad how you broke down how the way we think. You know, a lot of us is bougie. And I'm glad you said that because I feel like a lot of people try to lowball certain people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't like how people try to put you in it, like put you in this category of, oh, you with these people or you're this type of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I really don't. And I feel like things like like this event should never be overshadowed because of the quality of it. You know, like the brother Nehemiah Israel, shout out to you, brother, in the chat. He said quality over quantity. You know, I feel like we need to start paying for quality from our people, and we shouldn't mind paying for it. You know, not that money should be the topic, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't mind paying for something quality. Just like we wouldn't mind paying for a goddamn pair of Gucci slippers. When we look at, you know, and I did a show about this, but when we look at European or other cultures, things, their events, their products, it's looked at in a way of superiority. So we go out and we chase to accumulate their things. But with our people, we don't chase to accumulate those things. We don't chase to go out and buy from, you know, to go out and buy black, to go out and seek out the businesses, the black businesses, you know, for us. We don't do that. And I feel like on YouTube, we don't seek out the right people to get the information that we need. I feel like, you know, we just go to the House of Cons. And I feel like that's like going to your neighborhood supermarket. You know,
Well,
we don't.
I mean, it's an opportunity to have an option out there. That's what people been missing. Like Satnetta, y'all know I don't really like Satnetta as a person. I think he a slumbag, a scumbag or whatever, you know. I think he do his business all messed up and stuff. But at the same time, he done created quality names out there, right? So there's some quality names out there, and there's some very bad names out there. But he get them together in class. I was telling somebody it's like rap back in the days of football or basketball and stuff. Like the Globetrotters only played, what's the name of the team they play? Whatever that is, that's the only team they really ever played. Because whoever you are, whatever you are, like I tried to I came over here and talked about it. Like I tried to do the debate with Satnetta. Every hero needs his villain. So you need your black heroes and your black villains. You just need it so you can have that friction. You can have that polarity going on. So what he has created with the Hebrew Israelites and the Kemites and the Moors and the Israelites and all of that over there, like wrestling or whatever, whether if it be true, false, whether if it be staged or not, I mean, it's good entertainment for people. And then it's like slumming. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you want to go to the dirtiest, funkiest lounge that is. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some of the baddest, excuse my French, baddest hoes, easiest hoes, or niggas is simp and ready to spend their money. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's that nigga, excuse my French, I'm getting a little, you know, pop a cholera. You know what I'm saying? But it's that nigga shit. And as that goes, the people goes. So sometimes you got to do that. So like, let me see somebody trying to get in touch with me. One second.
Yeah, fam. You know, y'all make sure y'all go out and try your best to support, you know, ID, man, because this is a topic that's needed in the community. It need to be discussed, and it need to be discussed in layers, you know, because I see, you know, this is gonna be a good debate, y'all. It's gonna be not a debate, but a good event, a great lecture. You know, it really is, because, like I said, it's something that we're not really talking about. You know, we kind of touch on it. A lot of pro-black people, we kind of touch on racial profiling and things like that, but it was never attacked from the cyber world, and I think that's very important, man. You know. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm glad y'all came through. You know, The link and stuff is in the description box. Y'all make sure y'all go donate to Brother Israel. You know, hopefully he do the links where we can see the debate and stuff like that. But y'all try your best to support the brother, man, because brothers like this, you know, they get ostracized, man. People give them a hard time, man, because they trying to do things in a righteous way. You know, they not trying to nigger rig shit. You know, they trying to do it the right way. They trying to do it with integrity, man. And we need to stop giving those people a hard time. You know, because the more and more you push those type of people, you know, this is what you get, man. So keep supporting the real dudes, man. The real dudes with integrity, not the ones that's just out here, you know, trying to do it for a spectacle or just doing it for some type of attention or doing it to pay their light bill. You know what I'm saying? This brother is really here to bring the information to the people because he cares. He cares so much that he even want to do it for free now. So make sure y'all definitely support this brother, man.
Yeah, because I believe in my people, right? That number one, they'll be able to tell quality over quantity. They'll be able to tell that it's information that needed to be presented, talked about. They'll be able to tell that some thought went behind it. You know, I just wanted to do a basic Bible debate, right? Now, it was still significant due to the fact that we talking about the commandments of God and people not keeping them, in the madness that people saying when they like, you ain't got to keep the law, right? Because I was telling the brother today on the phone, I was like, you know how you deal with them? The law said a man is not supposed to sleep with his mother or sleep with his daughter. Most definitely not sleep with another man. And if you ain't got to keep the law, are you going to go in there and sleep with your mother? Are you going to go in there and sleep with your daughter now? No, that's wrong. Well, what told you that was wrong? Or what defines that as being wrong? I know the Bible do. Now what else? Oh, you just feel that way in your heart. Well, number one, you will feel that way in your heart because the Lord said you're going to take his laws and put them in your heart. So if that's the case that you feel that way in your heart, it's because he took them, as he said, and implanted them in your heart. Because if they're not in there, or that thought is not in your head that is wrong, you will do it. You will sleep with the man. You sleep with your mother, your daughter, your next of kin, even your father, I guess, if you just, you know, you sleep with your animals, you'll do all that because you can do without whip at that point. You have nothing to restrain you or tell you not to do it or give you the thought that it's wrong to do. See what I'm saying? So it's simple to deal with people that talk so crazy and so unreasonable. It's like, that's unreasonable, brother. I have to show them how unreasonable it is. You know, one of my favorite things used to be, and I know people know I get crazy and stuff. It's entertainment too, but I speak like this and think like this. You can eat anything. Well, here go a pile of shit. Let me see you eat. You're not gonna eat it because you have defined it as not proper to eat. Now, if the Lord defines something that's not proper to eat, you say, well, I can eat that. I ain't under the law. But he said that is filthy. That's abominable. You shouldn't eat it. And I guess he would know, but people be like, the hell with that. He told me I can eat anything I want now. So now I'm going to choose to eat this abominable broth. But why you ain't choose to play the shit? Because you deemed it that. And he also deems it, you're not supposed to eat to play the shit. It's not proper, even in the Lord's eyes, right? Because he know that's unclean. So he will advise you not to eat that uncleanness, like he advised you to eat not to eat any uncleanness out there. But people play with stuff like that. But that was my debate. But now I just changed it. And so in a week time, I had to come up with this presentation and this thought and how to put it out there. But I've dibbled and dabbed in it by saying Hotep Ultra. which is MK Ultra, just redefined in a way that says it's a mind control. It's a program, and that's what the computer deals with. Programming. You have to program your computer, make it do what you want, and when you're dealing with the people on there, they're entering into the program. This is a YouTube program in the sense that we're broadcasting over this, right? So it is what it is, man. It's a lot to deal with, but this is something, as you said, people don't deal or talk about this.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So, you know, let everybody know again, you know, when is the event, where it is, if they want to check it out. Also, the link is in the description, y'all. So if y'all want to get any more information, y'all could just click the link in the description. But just you know, get a people the information again, OG, before we you know, say our last words and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it's Black Intelligentsia, the cyber profiling and stalking of the Israelite male, right? It's Sunday, July the 30th, 2017, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. It depends on the room and how they treat us. If you in Chicago, the local area is, or the address is 230 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60601, right? That's the physical location. We will be broadcasting live at youtube.com/Israel Doctrine Reloaded. And, you know, the PayPal is up under there if you want to do that. The super chat is there if you want to do that, if you want to show some love. If not, that's cool. I'm not putting any demands on anybody. I can shoulder the weight of this, you know, by myself if I had to. But I got faith that, you know, reasonable minds and like minds will come through and show love. And even show people that when you show love, you know, it's reciprocal. People will return it. And then you'll get more events where people will do it free just to see what type of love they get back. You know, we can start a new trend instead of, you know, people going at you and begging and trying to force you to pay something, a part of it, you know. But I had y'all people. I was gonna put it up the next day anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, if you missed it last night, you can watch it tonight. That's, you know, that's a marketing strategy that the people in the entertainment world do too. You know, it ain't all about making that money and stuff, but if you put a dollar value on it and things of that nature, or make something exclusive that night, then they get to you pay-per-view boxing matches. Same thing. Everybody that they can get to pay, they pay because they want to see it live and do it. Then they get to you the night or the next weekend. So sometimes you have to wait, you know, but you never want the people to miss out on the event. So I'm one that believes that way, you know, but, you know, sometimes you get caught up in the worldly system and you see other people putting prices on things and doing stuff. So when you're playing in the market, do you change the market or do you go with market value? That's what it came down to. I heard the cries of the people. What if they was trying to mess me out my money or whatever? I was like, okay, we're gonna make sure everybody get a chance to show up, watch it, whatever, see how many numbers we get, see how much love we get from the numbers and stuff, not even a money thing. And it's just grabbing the hearts and the minds of the people and seeing what that's all about. Because if we had it the way we should have it in this community, all of y'all out there with businesses and stuff should have been calling me and saying, well, I want to pay this much for a spot, this much for a spot. Not a lot, but just to be able to put your banner up, your logo, or get your name called out that night or whatever. Because though it's free, right, you could help pay for it, because the people, they gonna come. You know our people, we like stuff free pretty much anyway too. They gonna come, they gonna be watching, they gonna be paying attention. Now, that little 10-minute spot, or that little 5-minute spot, or that little whatever, like the Super Bowl, you know why they pay all that money at the Super Bowl? Because they know everybody gonna be watching the Super Bowl. I mean, your ad is gonna be seen and your name gonna flash across the screen to however many people. So either way it go, marketing wise, like I said, failure is no option. If I can show people that doing a free event or not, I can get a big group of people to watch, then that means I got 20,000 people that's ready to watch me put your logo up. And I can still deal with the benefits of doing it free and making money off the people that want the logo up. See what I'm saying? This is just marketing though. Other people will do it later. They'll realize and understand and comprehend and say, Carl made real sense with that. But I keep telling y'all, I'm the businessman. I'm not really the lecturer. I'm not really the Bible man. I'm the businessman. I like to do business. I like to negotiate that. If you think I argue the Bible and stuff, let's negotiate and argue over some money and how to get it and how to make it happen and make it, you know what I'm saying? I got a trillion ideas. Most of the stuff y'all see people doing now, just like everything, I was doing it first. I was selling t-shirts. I was doing all that stuff. That's why it's nothing to me when I see people doing stuff. It's not envy, jealousy, and hate. I've been there. I've done that. I've LLC my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I done did a lot of stuff because I'm a businessman. If it weren't for my mother on her last days needing me, ain't no telling where I'd be today. But ain't no telling where I would be today if I didn't take that time and deal with her at that moment. But outside of that, it's no competition, people. You know what I'm saying? It's just the Lord having me be patient and wait for him to open the floodgate and making sure I'm ready, that when it comes, I can deal with it. And this event is one to see that if you could get all these people in one place at one time to watch you and listen to you, could you really prick their heart with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you call yourself, delivering it to them. And on July the 31st, we'll see, right? And then August and on, we'll see how the community, you know, takes to the information. And if they do, then I don't won again. And I don't like to lose. So tell a friend to tell a friend about July the 30th. Tell them where to go. Physical location, you can get it at Eventbrite. RSVP you a ticket. It's a beautiful room. It's a beautiful layout. You know what I'm saying? Just to come down there, sit down in the room and meet other people and eat a little hors d'oeuvre or whatever. I mean, shit, it's free. Only thing you got to pay is $25 for parking. It give you an opportunity to put on some of your, you know, better gear, this, that, and the other. You know, you want to take your old lady out, you ain't been able to do nothing, boom, there you go. It's so many opportunities just sitting with that. So people, you got to think about it. Like I said, failure is no option over him. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing to win. If I have to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for letting me come over, bro. To tell y'all the truth, I'm a market and promote 6 Dynasty a little bit because I'm supposed to be over there tonight too. Just the love of the brothers asking me to come over and talk to their crowd and, you know, give them the information about where to come and what's going down, you know, in itself is love to me, you know. So I appreciate you, brother. I done talked them to sleep, y'all. My bad. As y'all can see, I have plenty to say. So as he said, support people, you know, and do as I do. Support yourself. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he fell off. Support yourself, people. Don't nobody want to give you an event, do that. Don't nobody want you to get on a channel, go get you a channel. Learn how to be independent and invest in yourself. Believe in yourself when nobody else do. Do that make you crazy? Possibly. But hey, at the end of the day, that's how it works. So I don't know, he fell off. So I guess we none or whatever. But I'm gonna see what's up. Oh, his computer died. He getting a charge. So I'm not gonna leave y'all without a little something to go. So what I do is I try to show the PowerPoint over here. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of it. It's still in working. So this is how it would look, right? That type of background or whatever. And so we go through. After that, we got Black consciousness, Black power. We ain't gonna give you no more. You know, that's just the intro. As I sit back and rock this instrumental. After the fire comes the rain. After the pleasure, there's pain. Even though we broke for the moment, we be balling the game. I say my military. Be prepared for the busting similar to. Yeah, that's a little pock on this. But people, I mean, it's gonna be lovely, man. It's gonna be lovely, man. Like I said, it's a big room, wide open. We got people from out the city that's doing certain things gonna be there. The hour or so at the end when we just gonna sit up and talk to each other. I'm gonna take questions, hard, soft questions, or whatever. We gonna dialogue. We gonna mingle. We gonna call it the Chicago Family Reunion. Chicago, I'm coming up. Cause I'm coming home again. Do you think about me now? Do you think about me now? Cause I'm coming. Let me show y'all the Eventbrite page. I was just about to show them the Eventbrite page, just to show them the advertising.
No doubt, no doubt.
So, like I said, I appreciate once again, man. So whenever you ready to close out, I'll be saying peace to y'all. And look, what 8 o'clock? I forget what time he said, the money said, but I'll be over there with the Money Wilson tonight also.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, you know, as y'all can see, Black Intelligentsia, the OG, ID, Israel Doctrine. Y'all make sure y'all go support the brother. This is great information. It's groundbreaking information, by the way, too, that he's bringing to the community. So y'all make sure y'all support the brother. It's a free event, you know. Put something in the basket, man. You know, when the basket come around, put something in it, man. You know, show the brother some support. You know, make the brother go home and feel happy. You know, make the brother go home and feel good. You know, make sure he could go and do a few things for himself after this. You know, we got to start supporting our leaders, man. The people who that want to step up and really lead. And like I said, the people with integrity. Stop supporting these people with low morale and low integrity. Stop doing that, man. Stop trying to blackball and alienate the real ones. We have to stop that. So we have one here. Make sure y'all go support them. Thanks everybody for coming through. You know, shout out to you, OG. Like I said, I'll definitely be tuning in, and I'm going to definitely drop something in the basket for you, man. So, you know.
Y'all all got already, you know. I appreciate, you know, just viewing. Like I said, the numbers look good. They give me a chance to talk to people and say, look what type of numbers I can do. This, that. Everything is gonna be good. That's what I read in the book. Like, whatever it is, you still gotta make it for good. You know, give me
No
numbers,
doubt.
I'm gonna make it today. I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it, and my intent is to do it, but I'm gonna be trying. If I fail, I'm gonna fail trying, not failing sitting on the sideline like I don't believe I can do it. I don't have a big enough name, and I'm not that likable. Nah, that ain't gonna be my excuse.
No doubt, OG. So, once again, y'all, shout out to y'all for coming through. Y'all just tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep Live, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to Israel Doctrine Reloaded, you know, so y'all could get that live stream July 30th. So y'all could tune in, y'all. Thanks again. This is DS1 Ross. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Alliance. You know, shout out to the Guillotine boys. Shout out to everybody, y'all. Thanks for the support. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace out.
Peace.